and welcome back to LEGO City Undercover speedrunning tutorial. And today I will be showing / teaching you guys how to do the chapter 1 easy mode. And before we get started, make sure you have loaded up your no cuts. I personally do not haven't done that yet, but make sure you have, so you can skip cutscenes, because of course they cannot be removed from your time afterwards. And we do not use a loadless timer or a cutsceneless timer, so make sure you have done that. I'm gonna enter them now, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so I have just entered my no cuts. You can see, you probably saw that really fast flip by. But now we are gonna start a run. But before I want to do that, you can see I have my controllers put here visible on screen. And oh, I do not want to go to Windows, of course. And of course my controls, I have subtitles turned on, but my controls right here are for both players visible right now. So I have my movement, it's in Italian because it's the fastest language. I said that in the last episode already, of course. And in order to skip no cuts, just remember your buttons. It's the lower one and the upper one. You will see me mash it at the end of the loading. I will speed up times when it's just straightforward, like just doing a certain task, or it's gonna be sped up because I don't want this video to take eternally. So without further ado, let's find the file that we want to run with. I'm gonna create a new one so I have a clearer timestamp from when to start. So your run starts as soon as you will hit B on this darker screen. So I have my timer, live splits. I will leave a link in the description down below if I can find my origin. I think it's a GitHub file. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1, here we go. The timer is going, and these are the buttons, of course, you want to mash as fast as you possibly can. I'm also trying to go for punch. And this is a re-record for me personally because I messed up last time. So here we go. Cutscene skipped. That's my first split personally. No punch. The splits, aka the timestamps you can see on the sides, are from my personal runs. So that's not the times we are probably gonna get. So it might be really close. Of course. So the first thing we are gonna do is run towards this car, hop in and boost and drive at the same time, and go to the left here. That's not what the studs tell you to do, but that is what we're gonna do because it is simply faster. And let's hope we have good RNG here, that there are not many cars. Really nice, and we're pretty good entering this cutscene. Now of course that cutscene takes forever, so I sped it up. And now right here we are going to go to the right. And now I'm gonna swap over to 2-player controls, which is gonna be really difficult. And here comes player 2. Get out of the car and walk with them towards this direction. Be careful to drive with player 1. Ooh, we were a bit too late, so missed this, but here we go. And now we're gonna mash again because we are gonna get another loading scene with 2 cutscenes, so be wary of that. And then we're gonna walk forward. It's gonna be really difficult for this personally for me, because I don't mash that with one hand. Now I am. So here we go. Now we are gonna build the console of both our players.
Ehi, questo è il nostro computer centrale.
Here we go, we're building with both players. And of course my second player is gonna finish first. The tight one. Now what I'm going to do after this cutscene, I'm gonna walk with player 2 right to the elevator here, so that I will instantly activate the cutscene as soon as Frank is ready. And with player 1 I'm gonna destroy everything over here, so my walk here will be as smooth as possible when I get to it. And Frank is going now, so I'm prepared to do this. I'm already mashing, here we go. As the cutscene skipped. Now, we're in the basement. Player 1 2, I mean, is going to go and follow Frank and go over there. Meanwhile, player 2 is going down here and bust up these benches especially, because that's really helpful when we're gonna get our costume. Player 2 is just waiting for Frank here, the elevator. And now Frank has started talking here. We can go to this booth here and start that cutscene as well as soon as we get to it. I'm a bit stuttering today. We cannot skip this. That's totally okay.
Vi ci torneremo più tardi. È un luogo speciale. Forza, troviamo questa uniforme. Hanno fatto una consegna stamattina, quindi dovrebbe essercene una da qualche
And now, after this cutscene has completed, I'm sorry. We are gonna hold back here, so we immediately start running and punch down. Punch all the boxes. Let's hope we don't get stuck too much. While building, player 2 will be moved to the touchpad or the numpad. And then we'll open it up. And now, player 2. This must be player 2. Like, up and down didn't matter thus far, but this must be player 2. He must switch first. And use this. Also player 1 as well. So now we can go in there as fast as possible. And now comes a new cutscene. And hold left with player 2, because he is gonna walk to the central computer. And meanwhile, player 1 is gonna try and go up the stairs and activate it. Here we go. That was pretty decent.
1% completato.
Ah, queste barre di progresso.
Ehi, Frank, qualcuno deve svegliare il commissario.
Quanto ho da fare.
Io non ci penso proprio a svegliarlo. Non voglio essere licenziato di nuovo.
Io non ho nemmeno voglia di partecipare a questa riunione su Rex Fury.
Hai ancora la chiave del suo ufficio?
Ce l'ho proprio qui nella mano, non la vedi?
No.
Oh, allora l'ho persa.
Aggiornamento completato.
Okay, the cutscene has ended. Now player 1 is going to continue running this direction. Click away and teleport player 2 here. And now we're gonna mash down because we're gonna get a call from Ellie. And we were right on time. It doesn't matter if you don't make it perfectly on time, because your movement before the cutscene, it'll take some getting used to. 1P2C, it is really difficult, and it especially matters if you have a controller or just a keyboard or 2 controllers. That really differs the ability in 1P2C. Now my player 2 is placed perfectly for the back warp when we get the keys, so I'm gonna use player 1 in this case. Right here, open the scanning thingy, and I'm gonna walk just hold dead right until these tables. I'm gonna follow the trail again, unlock it, open the cupboard, pick it up, and immediately teleport back. And now player 2 can walk through and bust and build. Mine doesn't want to build. That was pretty bad in my opinion, that happened. That's really unlucky. Get the cutscene. And let's see how fast we did this. Of course it doesn't matter how fast we did it, because yeah, we might get a gold, because this is no one that more difficult runs. Wow, I golded, nice. Alright. Now there's another cutscene gonna play, and after this we wanna mash these when we're talking to Ellie, so the D-pad buttons, that is. Because that's how we can set our way to the bank as fast as possible. It'll take like 3 lines from Ellie in Italian. That's my cue.
Ehi Chase, ho aggiornato di nuovo la tua trasmittente.
So here we go. This is the first line,
Puoi usarlo per orientarti
second,
a LEGO City. Ho segnato
and this is the third. So after this,
con un distintivo.
so here we go.
Ora basta che tu
Really well done.
verde e arriverai dritto a destinazione.
And now we gotta dance, and then we're gonna run immediately to the car, hop in, and remember our boost and drive. Let's hope we get lucky with the tram, because this is gonna be dangerous. You don't see it right here, but there is a tram following us up. Skip the cutscene. And I'm gonna do 1 player driving. I recommend it for you guys too. So we hit him once here. The 2,
Devo stendermi un attimo.
3. When he turned right. Oh, that's an explosion. Oh, and we hit him with the cart. That's lucky.
Fermo! Polizia!
Now we arrest him, and there we go.
Te la faremo passare liscia.
I'm gonna reverse with my player 2 and boost towards the red cafe. Immediately answer to Ellie as well.
aggiornarmi sulla situazione?
Certo, ho appena arrestato
Just destroy
il capo della
these.
banda.
Break up some more super bricks.
Tempismo.
Right now we're at 10k. Now player 1 is gonna walk back as well.
Dirigersi sulla terrazza
Run
del
up the stairs and go
Potrebbe
here.
essere uno dei rapinatori che stiamo cercando.
If you're like 10 minutes in right now, that is totally fine with Italian. Like, I think it's even 12 if you're doing English. That's totally fine. So here we're gonna run towards the scanning thing, immediately activate it, and look towards the clown and scan him. Now he's gonna be scanned, of course. And now we are gonna jump over the fence right after, so I'm mashing already for this. Following the camera, because the camera will be the same, like this I believe. We're gonna try to jump over. Bellissimo. We made it off. Time to climb the vines. Go here, flick back, do the up warp. Player 2 can make it up, and well, and player 1 can open this. This will let the clown out. And now we can pick this thingy up and walk back. Now I'm gonna focus mainly on player 2, because player 1 is doing some really simple movement. And he's gonna go over right here. Let's build this. Partially the cap is on. And we're gonna run up here to enter this cutscene here, where he's gonna bust the sunflower beanstalk. And now some really quick movement, so really watch out. First, I'm gonna warp after the second cutscene. What about that? I'm gonna warp player 1 up. He will follow the clown, and player 2 will drop out. I have to do this so my movement goes well. Just need to tip him off in a certain way. Let's see if we can get this. And that's the arrest. Really nice. And now it's okay to drop in player 2. I dropped him in. Here you go. That's the animation. And let's see if we can get a good car. Because we're going to the docks now. I'll take this jalopy, I guess. Right, now we're going. So I didn't make it on time here. But you can crash through these as well. Get some extra super bricks. And we're gonna go for this point. If you can make it before here, remember the location. Now our goal is to jump back in the car as soon as this cutscene ends. And drive towards the building. Car's right here. Here we go. We just go here. Doesn't matter if we crash it, because we're not gonna be using this car anymore. Go towards the wall, flip back, jump, and let's try to clip through. Ew, we got first try. That's lucky. Now pull the lever and try to get as close to the gate. And just go in like this. Player 2 is faster, in my case. Like the clip might take a few multiple warps, especially when beginning with running the game. But that's totally fine.
Lo faccio con piacere, appena finisco la pausa pranzo.
Ok.
E cioè mai, perché uno stupido gabbiano mi ha rubato il panino.
Lo troverò io.
Right, so now we're gonna walk like this. Jump over here if you need to. And then go and hold against the side. Click back. And we're gonna do an up warp here. And now, be careful. We are gonna go and do a few warps. He gets in here. In my case, I can jump here and do another up warp. And now we're up here. Player 2 can just remain there. We don't need him anymore. In this chapter, at least. Now we're gonna chase the clown down. But he's gonna go on the right, and we're gonna jump off the left pretty sharply. Otherwise, you will land in the water, which would be awful. And chase down the clown. Now try to tip him off towards the road. Here we go. We did that successfully. Because this will be faster. And there we go. That has been the clown. Now I have to wait for the title screens and stuff. And that is chapter 1 for you guys. In about 14 minutes, 14, 15. Alright. I hope you enjoyed this. You just got a call. That'll appear. And we have to wait for that and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this. I think that might even be better than my previous attempt at this tutorial. Audio was too loud, so that's why. Now I hope you can do this run yourselves. And I will see you guys in the community. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye.